This is a short video log explaining what's going on. Currently, I am in intense, searing agony. But that's okay. You don't have to pity me, because I already pity myself enough right now. I pity myself almost astrologically, in terms of quantity. I had a tooth removed, and currently that teeth, the gap where that tooth was, is recovering, slowly. Now, I'm not allowed to brush my teeth while that tooth area is recovering, okay? What I have to do is I have to rinse my mouth out twice, 3 times a day with warm, salty water. Lovely. And I'm not even allowed to rinse vigorously with it. I have to rinse gently. But the teeth on this side occasionally flare up because they're in a terrible condition as well. And one tooth on this side will have to go at the end of January. So I'll be nursing another tooth all the way through the 28 days of February and some of March. So I'm going to be in intense pain until basically the end of March. Yeah. Why? Because I didn't look after my teeth. I didn't brush my teeth regularly, and I consumed a lot of energy drinks, and that's not to say you can't consume energy drinks, just look after your teeth, yeah. But this isn't like a primer on dental health. You've got dental problems. It's not a primer on dental health, okay? It's just an update of what's going on with me. What this means is that my will to exist, let alone to produce material, is very, very weak right now. I've been trying to work on some projects. I was working on a top 10 songs I associate with Christmas, and it was going to be really entertaining, but it was that evening that I was working on it that the tooth started really aching, so I had to go to hospital and get some emergency treatment done on it. So now when I think of that project, I think of that tooth, and I think about that gap, and it just makes that tooth hurt. It fucking makes that tooth hurt to speak. So right now I'm just making my condition even fucking worse. Anyway, ow. There's a feature I've wanted to do for some time. Yes, there's a feature I wanted to do for some time, and recently I've been playing Saints Row 4, which I consider to be my game of the year. And it got me thinking, well, at what point did Saints Row 1 and Saints Row 2 go from serious to Saints Row the 3rd, which is absolutely ludicrous, and Saints Row 4, which doesn't jump the shark, it fucking flies over the shark with a rocket-powered jetpack and superpowers and aliens and intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. Yeah, just flies over the mark entirely. At what point did that transition happen? And you could say that it happened between each of the games, which makes sense, but I think the better way to do it is to walk through each and every Saints Row game from start to finish, really delving into it and what's really going on. Now, the way of approaching it, I'd be approaching it... God, fuck my teeth. I'd be approaching it from the point of view, from the approach of my Link's Awakening Let's Play. If you can cast your mind all the way back to that. And parts of my Nier Let's Play as well, where I was obviously well versed on the game, and I was constantly involving you as an audience, saying, guess what we're going to do next, this is what we're going to do next, why, and explaining things in my own way, rather than letting the game explain it. I really enjoyed doing that. I thought that I really got the point of the game across, and my passion for those games across. It's going to be very difficult to do that with the original Saints Row, because I hate it. Yes, I actually hate the original Saints Row, whereas this is a masterpiece. Oh, by the way, promotional copy, not for resale. Why? Well, because at the time I was friends with someone who was getting review copies of games and was selling me her review copies on the cheap. So yeah. I do actually own a legit copy of Saints Row 2 as well. Plus, I have Saints Row 2 on Steam, but I tend to play my promotional copy version just because it brings back fond memories. So, yeah, I want to do a feature on the Saints Row games. Throw them away. Right, okay. Next item. Despite the fact copyright is going right up the wazoo right now and taking us all for like a month of Sundays of fun, there's been so much material now for a follow-up Hideki Naganuma video. There's been so much material, it's just ridiculous if I don't go for it. There's a YouTube channel cropped up named Funky Dealer. I have reason to believe that that is Hideki Naganuma himself, or at least someone affiliated with him, for several reasons, and that's going to go into the video. I found out that a lot of the samples Hideki Naganuma uses, like...
And you don't stop, you proceed, cause this is what you need.
Step by step.
Keep stepping at your own pace.
Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music, like old times. Look, now I'll start the melody on the organ.
All come from a collection of loops called Skip to My Loops, produced by Norman Cook, that's Fatboy Slim. So, if there's a collection of samples, there's bound to be somewhere where the credits for those samples exist, so I'm going to look into that. That's going to be interesting, and I'm going to present all of that in one or two follow-up videos, because I know you guys want to see it, and I really thoroughly enjoyed putting the Hideki Naganuma video together, and it's made me realise, well, actually, if I really enjoyed it, why am I not doing another one? So I will try to survive the searing tooth agony to produce that. I am in so much pain right now, and painkillers only, attack it for a short moment. Painkillers only get rid of the pain for a short moment, only dull it for, half an hour, 40 minutes. And I'm not allowed to take the same painkillers for, 4 to 8 hours, so... I'm in searing pain. I took painkillers 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. And I am in absolute searing agony. And these painkillers are, super strong ones. That's what I'm jealous of. YouTube, Destructoid, Escapist, Mastermind, brilliant YouTuber, possibly one of my favourites, Mr. Jim Sterling, right? He now lives in America, and he was talking about dental trouble he had recently, and how the painkillers he had literally knocked him out. They were like horse tranquilizers. We don't get that sort of stuff over here. So I am in absolute pain 24/7. I have been in tooth pain for a fortnight, if not longer. Absolute searing agony. It was a week ago that I had emergency treatment on his tooth, and then it was Thursday last week I had the tooth yanked out. We had to cut it in half to get the tooth out. And now I'm getting massive pain in these teeth as well as this tooth. And talking really is making it hurt, so I'm going to stop now. That's basically what's going on in the realm of me. Until next time. If we live that long.